We're back. We're playing Super Auto Pets, starring the inimitable Frog as the 3-1 Tier 1 unit that can really shake things up. We got a clip we're going to send you over to. Take them away. We're going to buy an ant because frogs are bad, and we're going to buy a mosquito because mosquitoes are good. How about that? And it's a new weekly, by the way. It's my first on-camera run. I did play a little bit on my phone last night while I was putting the baby to sleep. But I don't really remember what was going on this week. I seem to recall that there's a lot of scaling. I seem to remember that this weekly had some of the finest scaling mines the world has ever known. I will take one of those. I'll take one of these. I'll take one of these. My word. NL Late Night Talk Show is an amazing idea. Could go pretty hard. Honestly, it's got to be a tough industry to break into, though, because there's only like 5 jobs in all of Hollywood, right? And they're all held by men named Jimmy and James. I'm going double mosquito quick. I'm rolling once. He's pogging. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to combine these ants next time. I'm feeling fantastic. Feeling very sensible with it. Feeling like ant luck just saved us a great deal there, but there's 2. And then combine me. I would add this in a heartbeat. And how about one of these real quick and then a quick roll. I don't love what we got going on here, but that's okay. And we'll take our level 2 otter next time. The Not So Late Show with Ryan Gary. You guys, you see the most recent episode? My friends with kids be like, did you guys see the Not Too Late Show with Elmo last night? You wouldn't believe it. The mom on the show had to sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but pretending she was using a hula hoop the whole time. It was crazy, dude. It was kind of like a nutty episode. Okay, hit me. It's not going to work this time, but I respect the idea of it. I respect what you got going on. Honestly, I think we'd rather keep a moth. I'd rather pump you up a little bit. Not interested in any of you. Very interested, in some of you. What's this bit? This bit is that there is parents. The bit is when you're a parent, you watch a lot of TV that is not necessarily for adults. So I see a lot of Sesame Street. I see a lot of Bluey. Oh, we're gonna lose this one. See a lot of Puppy Dog Pals and so on. See a lot of Cialid, I think. I mean, this team's still looking pretty good to me, quite frankly. Thoughts on the Sonic movie? I haven't seen it, but can I tell you? Cade and I had lunch yesterday. I don't know if you know this, but some of the work for Sonic and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the animation work, was done in Vancouver, okay? We were eating at the restaurant at lunch yesterday. Heard the table next to me. Hey, you know when we were working on Sonic? And immediately my ears went. I hit him with one of these. I don't know if you're there in chat. I hit him with one of those. Pause, champ. I was waiting to see what they were going to say after that, but then they were whispering. I don't know if they were talking about something good or something bad, but I think they could tell because my face went like, Sonic, huh? I thought they were going to say, like, Jim Carrey bought us all motorcycles on the last day. They got wise to it. Understandable. I can understand it. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking let's go sicko mode. Let's try something like this. Not really sold on the crow being worth it right now. They might have said that they animated Sonic's junk under his pants. I wouldn't know because they wisely started whispering after that. I gotta tell you, again, this is like a very, again, it's just a parenting thing. I apologize for having so many bits related to having a child. It turns out it kind of changes your life a little bit. Would love your thoughts on this. I'm rolling. Not interested. Not really interested. Most exciting thing that happened to me this weekend on Sunday when we ate lunch. My daughter ate like more food than I've ever seen her eat in my entire life. And I'm telling you, that is extremely pog. She ate, I would say, about half of an adult's portion of rigatoni bolognese. And then after that, she said, I want some pizza. And I had gotten a margherita pizza. It's not the pizza I would have gotten for myself, but I knew that she might have wanted to have some pizza, so I decided to get a relatively basic one. And I said, here you go. Here's a piece of margherita pizza. She took like one bite, and then she went like, her eyes got completely red around the sides, and she was going, and I said, you want some milk? You want some milk? And then she drank the milk, and then she was fine. We were trying to figure out what happened, like if she was choking or if it was a little spicy or something. There was some like red pepper flakes, but there was not many. Or maybe she's allergic to basil. I don't know. Anyway, she ate some more after that, and she was fine. So kids do just be scaring you sometimes. Why not? I think you gotta talk about adding a snake in here. Yeah, cow. There's a snake on my squad. So true. Weak team. Wait a minute. Stronger than my team? Not stronger than my team. What kind of pizza would you have had instead? Honestly, I've said it many times before. I'm kind of like an arugula guy. I like a pizza that's, crust, marinara sauce, some cheese, of course, maybe a combination of mozzarella and fior di latte, maybe a little Romano, or maybe a little Grana Padano. You can just use whatever you want as long as it's not a craft single. Then on top of that, give me some prosciutto. Doesn't have to be a ton. Just give me some prosciutto, and then just throw a bunch of arugula on top of that, and then hit it with the olive oil real quick. That's my pizza of choice, quite frankly. How droll. True. Okay, it is one of the drollest pizzas they sell. Mozzarella is fior di latte. Can I tell you something? I did not know that. That's new to me. Listen, I'm only doing this because I don't know what else to do. Now we're talking. Okay, I'm sorry to the snake. I think the dragon's got a chance, though. Honey and salami. All the honey pizzas, I'm for those as well. I would give those a sincere seal of approval. That is the most Vancouver pizza. No, it's, I believe it's Italian. I believe it's an Italian food. Passed up level 2 turtle. I don't think we need it. Our strongest unit gets a turtle by default. I think we're happy with the 1 turtle. And honestly, I would dump the 1 turtle and get something else if I found something, that compelled me. But for now, it's looking okay. You got to remember, the rules of the weekly are different. On Monday, you can. So I'm not saying you're gonna win no matter what. Like, this squad is about to feed it to us, but you can get away with imperfect play. It's a strong-looking team. It's not solved yet. That's a great way to describe it. But it will become solved. Don't worry about that. And that's when we say we're not playing this anymore. I'm not having any fun. Before we reroll, I should probably give you one of those real quick. I've got some Tier 1s. Thank you. Tier 1 imports. Goated store in the Ryokan Center. Try something like that. I think we're probably going to get 8 or 9. I don't know if we're getting 10. It's a strong... The T-Rexes are starting to scale us, man. We're in trouble. The trouble has begun. Tier 1s. Thank you. By the way, I'd like to take it back. I don't actually think that Pier 1 Imports is one of the best stores in the Ryokan Center. I I was merely putting on airs, quite frankly. I'll do you one better. I don't think I've ever been inside of Pier One imports of my own volition. Definitely, I've been known to visit the location with my parents now and then. I don't know what they sell. I think they sell like photos from places you've never been to. It's like if you've never been to Paris, but you love the idea of Paris, you go to Pier One Imports and you buy like a framed photo, a black and white photo of the Eiffel Tower or something like that. That's 100% accurate. Okay, they have like fake souvenirs. Can I tell you also? So, my daughter, I took her out for a walk, right? She was in the stroller. She kept saying, I don't want to walk. Or I don't want to be in the stroller. I want to walk. I want to walk. So I said, okay, what am I going to do? I took her inside of a Canadian Tire. It was actually like taking her to an amusement park for 2-year-olds. There's a whole bunch of toys. She could look at the Lego. She can look at the Barbies. There was a Grogu there. When you squeeze the Grogu, he went like... Rrr. And then there was like a Halloween section, and the Halloween section had stuff that was like, push this button and see the ambiance of the light. So I was holding her up. She was pushing the buttons. She had an amazing time at Canadian Tire. We were there for like an hour. Then the next day, I forget where I was, but when I came home, Kate was like, she says she wants to go to Canadian Tire. Like independent of anything, she said to her mother, I want to go to Canadian Tire. Which is a little hail corporate, but also is a cheap date. It's free to get in, but we didn't even buy anything when we were there. She just, because she thinks it's like Science World or something, that you go to the store and there's a bunch of stuff you can play with and then you just walk out. It's the perfect crime. I mean, I guess we're gonna try like a T-Rex. I'm not fully sold on it, but I think we're getting 9, man. I don't think 10's in the... I just rolled myself down. I rolled myself down to 0. Why? Why? Hello. I'm in trouble. I don't think we're making this one. Well, we still got 9. That's pretty good. It's a strong team. We'll pay out the 9 believers. I had a great time playing Overwatch. I feel like men do a lot of aging between like, I mean, I'm 33 now. Yeah. Overwatch came out when I was, I guess, like 27. Yeah.
You think you aged from 27 to 33?
Yeah, but like my brain is better now. Like when old people say like you get slower but wiser, it's definitely true. Like I'll be like, when I was 27, I would be like, I have something to do. I have to do it. And I'd be like, I'm not going to do it. I'll just wait till it becomes like a crisis. Now that I'm 33, people send me an email. I need this form signed like as soon as possible. I'm like, okay, I'll get to it more quickly. Yeah. But the amount of information on the screen during Overwatch 2, it's hard for me to process it all at the same time. Really? You got hit markers coming in 360 degrees around your HUD. Your healers are on, off, on, off, on, off. Like, it'd be a precious whippersnapper. I'm not ready for like...
Oh no, do you feel sad that you feel slow
No,
now?
not really. I think being old is kind of awesome. Because you
can take my age.
That would be fine. You start to be freed from society's expectations. That's why I think people are so at peace when they die, because they're fine for the first time, like in their whole life, or at least since they became an adult. They're like, nobody expects me to do anything. That's why whenever you see someone like die in a movie, their face is always like, they're always like, no, no, no. It's that long forgotten feeling of nobody asking you to do something. Like you're like, oh, I can't die. I gotta mow the lawn. I gotta mow the... I can't mow the lawn. I might as well just enjoy myself, I suppose. I honestly think there's some truth to that. Okay, maybe we'll try clownfish, okay? Just cause we got it. They say you have an out-of-body experience when you die. Unless you get killed by Katana. You don't... I'd advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its enemies. Or, alternatively, what about Jason Lee voice from Vanilla Sky? You know what's crazy? I almost died and I saw your life flash before my eyes. I'd like to level, please. That's a level, possibly. No levels, huh? No levels? Take some meat for now. Is that Kill Bill or something? No, it's that's Suicide Squad. Another hallmark of American cinema. One of the finest Californian movies ever made. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. A turtle. A turtle's pretty good. I could live with the turtle being on this team. Ox was doing some good stuff for us last time, but yeah, giraffe, I could see a turn 6 giraffe. I could see that. Thoughts on Coco? I like it. You don't bring up, I know I've done this before, don't bring up Coco around my wife, okay? Coco, it's not her favorite Pixar film. In fact, I would say she actually... I'm going to go ahead and say, though it may get me in trouble, I'm going to say she does not enjoy the film known as Coco. Giraffe. I think she considers it, and I'm not trying to throw her under the bus. I think she considers it one of the... I think she considers it a mid-tier or lower Pixar film. True. See, she's in chat. She can defend herself. She's in chat. I, on the other hand, think it's as good as chat says it's good. So I'm going to say that it's like an 8. I'm going to get 2 wins. This squad is so much better than 2 wins. This is embarrassing. You don't need your levels as much as we need some like immediate support. It's a 9. Well, maybe like your 8 is mine, or your 9 is my 8. You ever consider that? This is how we get out of this. I've been listening to a ton of the Moana soundtrack, man. I haven't even seen the damn movie. I've only seen like the last act. The soundtrack goes insane, dude. Every... oh, no. I'm actually dead. 2 wins. 2... I don't believe it. That was a good team. Best song? Well, I don't know. I mean, like, You're Welcome is good. Shiny is good. How Far I'll Go is just not my favorite Disney archetype, personally. What about We Know the Way? We Know the Way is good, too. My daughter does not like it, but I listen to it. And I just go, like, you know, just chill out for a minute. This Is the Way? No, that's classic. I'll be a salty noob. We Know the Way is good, man. Also, I do have a question about Moana. Why does every male singer in Moana sound exactly like Lin-Manuel Miranda? I know he wrote some of the songs, all of the songs. Every single male voice in that is Lin-Manuel Miranda, except Jermaine Clement as Shiny. You're Welcome is The Rock as Lin-Manuel Miranda. This is a disaster. You Know the Way? That might actually be Lin-Manuel Miranda for all I know. What's the one about the coconuts? That one sounds like Lin-Manuel Miranda. The song starts playing. The Spotify's like, this song's by Christopher Jackson. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Is that Lin-Manuel Miranda's pseudonym? He doesn't want anybody to overrate his work, so instead he writes his songs as Christopher Jackson. Otherwise, he's worried people would just be like, oh, great, another 10 out of 10 song from Lin-Manuel Miranda. Plus, wait, I thought Christopher Jackson was 50 Cent. I'm losing it, man. I'm freaking losing it. That's the play right there. I don't like this at all, but... That's Curtis Jackson. Curtis Jackson writing the songs for Moana. You can find me in the sea. That's where I'll be. I need to get some fish for my fish family. I ain't into... Sorry, let's not. Minus, I've never seen so many -2s. I've just so many. I'll take you to the fish shop. I'll let you get a flounder pop. Keep going till you hit the docks. Whoa. You think, maybe? You're getting there? We're working on it, okay. It's getting worse? Yeah, that's how it tends to go, I suppose. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? We got some interesting place here. Blobfish is always like a little fun. It's a little fun thing to do. I like you having one of those, and then we got to talk about maybe you, of course. And then you've got to come out of here. There's just simply no doubt about that. So there's going to be some plays here, okay? I placed garlic on the wrong unit, but in my defense, I thought my aunt would be dead by now. Wait a minute, we're gonna win anyway. You guys cry in Monsters Inc. too? That's why, like, honestly, I'm happy that I have a kid because I can lie and say, oh, having a dad has made me more sentimental. Because those movies are just like, they're architected to make you cry. Hey, Ingmom, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I say having a dad? Sorry, I said it wrong. Being a dad makes you more sentimental. They pull on your heartstrings, not in an artificial way, but they're always gonna tug on your heartstrings, just like in Black Panther when T'Challa buys the housing project where Killmonger grew up and uses it to revitalize the neighborhood. And that's how you know that he's in there. He's doing it for the community. That's how you know. What do you mean -2? This it's not a joke. It's an emotional moment in cinema history. Yeah. This was good. These were smart plays. It's not a bit. You keep calling it a bit, but it's not a bit. It's actually just my life. Sure, hit level 3 and then get pilled. This makes sense to me. And it's not the tumor. True. Kate, I was telling chat how, and nobody believed me, by the way. They said, are you having a stroke? Their words, not mine. I told chat how we were just minding our own business at the park and a car with a dinosaur in the back drove by. Hold on, I think I love it. Wait, you only buff level 2s and level 3s. I think I hate it. This is weird. Yeah, I think I hate it. I need a pill, man. Chris Pratt was driving the car. He was going like this the whole time. You're absolutely right. We're not making it out of this one, man. Or are we? There's pills this week. I've seen them. Dry land is not a myth. I've seen it. A dinosaur in the back. Don't talk about my mother like that. You talk about her like that. Go ahead, say it. I set him up. I'm waiting for it. She's not my mother. Thank you. Gherkins 10. Everybody loves Raymond. There's got to be a pill. Thank you so much for your support and your service. That's not so bad. Then one of these real quick. And then we have 2 penguins that are literally doing nothing. Like nothing at all. I don't know what I'm thinking. Don't hum me. I don't think you would understand the kind of gameplay we're on right now. We won anyway. You wouldn't either? Well, that's true. It's been a long stream. I haven't even taken a bathroom break today. I think we need to... Something's got to get buffed by 2 penguins. That's not even up for discussion. You know what? We could probably... Hold on. How'd you run ads? Dude, I'm not trying to be a hater or whatever, okay? Here's what I would say. I made that tweet last night. It said Twitch offered me $1 million to run an ad. And I said, no, I will never run ads for money, but I will continue to run some for free when I go to the bathroom. Surprising number of people took that tweet semi-seriously and said, you know, like, just so you know, we wouldn't, if you wanted to run 8 minutes of ads an hour, we would still watch the stream. We know that you have a kid and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, no. I was making a joke about... when I was just hanging out on Sunday, I became obsessed with the line, I would never run ads for money. It's just such a good... It's such a good Tim Heidecker in character as a bad stand-up comedian line. It was weaseling its way around my head like all weekend. I would never run ads for money. Anyway, I will say, I was telling Justin in our Discord, I was like, I'm so glad I have this Discord because I've been losing it all weekend. Every streamer makes a post that is like, hey, Twitch offered me $60,000 to run 6 minutes of ads this month, but I couldn't possibly do it. It would make my content suck too much. This is ridiculous. And then like 12 hours later, they've made like a reply that was like, on second thought, I've been brainstorming with the editorial team, and I think we found a way that we can integrate it into the content in a way that the audience is really gonna like. It was like clockwork, man. Everybody was like, oh man, I don't know if I could possibly run this many ads. 6 minutes, 8 minutes of ads every 60 minutes. I don't, okay, we're gonna give it a quick try. We're just gonna give it a shot real quick. I, on the other hand, am above that because for some reason I don't even get an ad incentive offer. So I get to pretend to have the moral high ground and just make fun of others without putting my nuts on the platform myself, okay? Twitch, if you want me to stop criticizing your rollout of the ad incentive program, you gave me some ad incentives for a while, and I was like, man, I hit like an X somewhere, and then the X, like now permanently I never get them, and now I've got the serious financial FOMO. Hold on, he's penguin posting? Why not? I would love a skunk right now. That's not gonna happen, huh? No, not quite. That's fine. You don't stream in a month to get it? It is true. I mean, I've just embraced my role as a hater, I think. But I also liked when streamers are posting like, what the heck, Twitch? You want me to stream 160 hours this month? And then people were like, last month you streamed 192 hours. And they're like, okay, but be that as it may, that nevertheless, they shouldn't ask me to do it. I should do it of my own volition. I will say it's very bad optics for the company to be like, hey, just quick, here's a little money for you if you do like an 80-hour work week. I know 90 or 100, I forgot. Listen, I know 40 hours a week is a normal week, okay? There's an average of 12 minutes of ads per hour of showtime on TV. Okay, but listen to this, okay? Psst, come here. You're not ready for this. There's 12 minutes of ads every hour on TV. But TV is good. They got real writers. They got people doing the catering for the cast and crew in the back. They got key grips and best boys, set designers, musicians, composers, cinematographers, directors. They got a whole overarching storyline. That's all I'm asking, okay? If you're gonna run Like, I know my content, okay? My content's not that good. I run 3 minutes of ads every 5 hours if I have to go to the bathroom, okay? If you're like a normal streamer and you're going, oh, come on, Zenyatta, you gotta... Sorry, guys, my DoorDash order's here. And then you're running, 10% of your content is also running ads. I'm sorry, I'm probably out. Unless I'm friends with you, in which case I'll stick around. Or I'll probably just subscribe, but... I don't have this... I haven't gotten the offer to begin with. But sure, Germa, you can run 6 minutes of ads an hour. As long as the remaining 90% is popping off. But if you're in the middle of doing... I mean, like, I don't want to post the images, but in the Discord, I was talking to Apollo about it. And I was Walter White posting. I'm not afraid to say it. I said, when you hit your viewers' reactions when you hit them with a 6-minute ad break in the middle of your 2-hour sponsored by HelloFresh segment. And it was Walter White in the crawl space going, and then nobody responded. So I said, my reaction when I am streaming a sponsored stream and hit my viewers with a 6-minute ad break. And it was a fan art of Walter White with the Infinity Gauntlet. And nobody laughed at all. Nobody responded in the slightest. I was very upset. Anyway, would love to know your thoughts on this. I still don't get it. Yeah, nobody was laughing, but I had fun with it. That's the important part. That's why I would never take the ad incentive offer, especially since they have as of yet not offered it to me. Wink, wink, Twitch, if you're watching, wrenches. But I think the thing for me is that I would have to make my content so much better to justify running that many ads. I don't think I have it in me at this point. I think I'm just I'm in my quiet quitting arc. I'm kind of just letting it run until the wheels come off at this point. We don't need to buy any more units for you. Okay, understood. Basically, you're giving us a pair here. That's fine. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, no, don't give me a raise. Because if you give me a raise, then I'm going to feel compelled to work harder. And honestly, I'm not sure I got that in me at this point. Just keep right as it is. Well, they give me a pay cut, and I was like, you know what? I deserve that. For the holy streamer, when I got the pay cut, I was like, you know what? That seems about right. It's what I deserve. Please, please, we win these. Okay, food me, better foods. Sure, why not? Why not? You know what? Better pizza? If there's truth in advertising, how is Papa John's allowed to say better pizza, better ingredients, better pizza? Wait, I think they actually got sued over that. Never mind. Your YouTube would still pop off? Well, I'm not like hurting. I'm mostly just making a joke. But what I do, I always take it one step too far. I go, like, I'm sitting there looking at Twitter. Hey, Red Dwarf 42, thanks for the gift. I'm not trying to guilt anybody. Like, everything's actually, it's not even close to being worse than fine. It's so much better than fine. But I was watching all these streamers. They're all tweeting about the ad incentives and stuff like that. I'm like, why don't you just tell a joke? Maybe, is that, where do we as a society go so wrong? I don't use my Twitter to discuss the machinations of the Twitch ecosystem and the monetizations. That you can do whatever you want on your Twitter. It's just like, while I was seeing it, I was like, can you tell me the one about a duck walks into a bar and he says, hey, you got any duck food? And the bartender says, you asked that 20 times. If you come back and ask for more duck food, I'm going to nail your feet to the bar floor. And then the next day, the duck comes back and he says, got it, and he nails. And then the bartender says, no, why? And then the duck says, got any duck food? Holy cow, dude. A little classic. Whatever happened to jokes like that? It used to be you would just load up your readersdigest.com. People would share jokes with each other. It was a lot of fun. Nowadays, everyone's like, look at my ad incentive offer. Look at my ad incentive offer. Get any McDonald's Sprite this weekend? I wish, man. Don't crit me and tell me it's raining. Nah, you're a piece. Nowadays, everybody's just like Bazinga. Yeah, but be that as it may, it's a dying breed. It really is. How about one of these? Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I don't even have the offer. It is funny how things change, though, right? I remember back in the day arguing with people. I was running like, 3 minutes of ads twice a stream. People are like, I would never run ads. It's a waste of everybody's time. Running ads also, it makes people leave the stream. It's not worth it, man. And then like, here we are a few years later. Can you stop with the freaking flies? Here we are a few years later. I'm running 3 minutes of ads every 5 hours. People are like, you think I can get away with 8 minutes an hour? Hero's not a word that I use lightly. At the very least, could we have better ads? Sorry, the 10-piece. Back in the day, it wasn't like, hey, here's, when I'm lazy, I order DoorDash. Like, it's true, but I didn't need an ad for that. Back in the day, every time you watch TV, it would be this. It would be a squeak, 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 dum, ticka dum, dum, ticka dum, tick, ticka dum, tick, ticka dum, tick, ticka dum, tick, ticka dum, dum, ticka dum, dum, ticka dum, dum, ticka dum, dum, tick. You know what I mean? And it's, you know that ad that they parodied in Scary Movie 2? He's lost it. It's an old Nike commercial. Lemon. It's Monday Lemon. Maybe sniffing masseuses. Yeah, it makes the beats with the basketball and the shoes. The shoes are going like, well, you know what? We can make this joke better. Here's my impression of a basketball game. Squeak, 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 squeak. Cetra13, by the way, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Start me here. Don't hit this fish. Ooh, saved. It's a weird one, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta. I'm not hating on any other streamer. I'm just criticizing, by the way. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I was like, man, you know what? I've said this in pre-chat before. Anytime someone uses exclamation point tweet on like a Monday before the stream, and I haven't tweeted since Friday, it's such a rush of dopamine. I'm like, oh my god. That's why like having a child is, they're like hurt triggers this week. This is no good, man. Having a child is goated, because I like, on Saturday when I would like normally wake up and like, I don't know, tweet something. Instead of tweeting, I just go, let me do my Peloton ride. Let me do a yoga class. And then let's eat breakfast real quick, and then let me go, I'll take my daughter to the playground or something like that. Next thing I know, it's like 8 p.m. and I haven't tweeted all day. It's a beautiful thing. This one's going nowhere, brother. I gotta tell you, this one is not good. No, hold on. This can work. No, it can't. No, it's inconceivable. How much longer you think we got before you retire? I don't know, man. This depends on a lot of things. Let me check the S&P 500 real quick. 30 years. Let me see how under the advisement of my favorite podcast host, I put 10% of my net worth into Shiba Inu coin last year. I haven't checked on it. He said, just wait 1 year. If you're in it for the long haul, you got nothing to worry about. Forget you own it for 1 year. And that was 365 days ago. Let me just go boot up the app there. Ah! sorry. I'm just messing with you. What's Vancouver's elevation? Dude, so when I read that, I honestly thought at first that you wrote, what's Vancouver's election? And I wanted to mention it. We don't get too political on the stream, except for all those times we had all the politicians on. But, like, I don't know if I've ever had a more wasted ballot in my entire voting history. Like, everybody I voted for did not win. And I got to vote for a mayor. I got to vote for like 10 city councilors and like 8 parks board trustees. I don't know, maybe one councilor got in. That was crazy, man. You didn't vote for Ken Sim? No, I voted for Colleen Hardwick. It's a joke. It's a joke. I love the bike lanes, the low-rise buildings. I love them all. No, I voted for Kennedy Stewart because even though he didn't do anything, at least he didn't do things that I don't want him to do. And it's not fair. You're being needlessly productive. He had a divided council. There was a pandemic. There was the wheels of progress were stopped from turning for a while. But man, one city. I put all my chips in with one city, man. What the heck happened? Again, hero's not a word I use lightly. As a homeowner voting for one city, I was like, I'm doing my part. Then I look at the election results like 9:01 p.m. It's like, what the hell? Logan Paul for president? True. You know what? If Logan Paul ran for mayor of Vancouver, I'd probably, you know what? We'll lead us to kings. We'll freaking lead us to... Don't say it. He's the good one though, right? Jake Paul is the one who's like, people don't want to work these days. And Logan Paul is the one who's like, people don't want to work these days. And then when he gets a backlash for it, he says, I'm sorry, I'm going to rethink my whole position on this one for next time. +2. He says nobody wants to work these days, and then a day later, he's like, my bad. Yeah, that's better. Aaron Paul's the good one? No, Aaron Paul, he's doing, hey, bitch, bet the over, bitch. Every NHL hockey game. Hey, bitch, you ever wanted to bet on hockey? Go to betriver.io. Bitch, bet the over. You can do absolutely psychopathic 25-way parlays. For $1, you could win $1 billion, bitch. Doesn't that sound good? I don't feel comfortable saying the B word that much. Unless you go like, batch. Then I'm like, okay. Then I could then I could get down with it a little bit. Oh. Logan Paul kind of goated at wrestling, though. Who would win in a match, The Undertaker or Logan Paul? Trick question. The answer is whoever Mr. McMahon wanted to. Man, you should have seen your face. He's retired? I'm old, man. False. It's Triple H now. The Undertaker is Triple H now? Triple H is the head of WWE. Oh, don't you mean Triple H is the head of WWE? Double W. Because he's Triple H. Don't you mean he's the head of double WE? You know what I mean? Nope. Because it's like double W's. And then an E at double W single E. Nope. All right. Because it's like double. It's like Ooh, sorry, I'm pogging. Sorry about all the pogs there. Just gonna pog right by you, if you don't mind. Cut to ads. Man, I should have run ads today. 0 minutes per hour? What were they thinking? Actually, that's not really true because they just run pre-rolls like against your will, right? So, all right, we got 4 wins. All right. I got a forced pre-roll. I don't mind a pre-roll, but I definitely, like, I hate having ads rolled in my face. I understand why people do it, and here's the thing. Money is, Michael Douglas voice, money is nice. I'm never mad at the streamer, but like, you know what it is? Sometimes I'll be watching like a Twitch stream. I know how this sounds. I'll be watching a Twitch stream, and I'll be like, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. And then they run an ad, and I'm like, immediately the spell breaks. And I'm like, that shit was not that entertaining. I'm out of here. I'm going to Netflix. I'm going to Amazon Prime Video. I'm going to Wikipedia or something. It's like, when you're watching it, you're like, I'm in it. I'm having a good time. Wow, what a great stream. And then it's like, what's for breakfast at Cozy? And I'm like, I'm out. Boy, I'm wasting I've wasted too much time. I'm gone. So I can't afford to run ads because people will realize I'm not worth watching in the first place, okay? And if somebody, I think it, you know what it is? I think I'm a 2-minute Marty. I'm not afraid to admit it. By the way, let me see if my wife's ready to stream here. Hello. Are you ready to stream? I don't even mean a 2-minute Marty. I'm a 2-ad Marty. If somebody, I would rather somebody runs 1 minute of advertisements every 10 minutes. Wow, that sounds like a lot. I would rather a streamer runs like 1 minute of advertisements every half hour. Because after a half hour, because by the time you even realize you're watching ads, the first ad is half over. So you're really only watching like 1.5 ads. That's fine. And then like the first one, you're like, oh, ads, really? And then the second ad, you've calmed down, you've taken a deep breath, and you're like, I'm supporting the streamer. That's fine. But if you start hitting me with 3 minutes of ads every half hour, oh man. I don't know. You know what I would love for you to do, though, is to normalize that on the platform so that when I inevitably succumb to the temptation, then I'm not bearing the brunt of the pressure from people that are like, oh, too many ads. Instead, they're like, and now he's so heroic for staving off the ads for as long as he could before succumbing to industry pressure. He has a child. There's nothing else he could have done.